So I was 7 years old when my parents came from Singapore to come back to England for a long leave, in those days 6 months leave, and I was not going to go to their next posting, which was Istanbul, because there were no schools for children of my age, properly good schools, they said. So my mother's heart broke. I didn't know anything more about it, but I was sent to boarding school, aged 7.5, in England, while my parents went off to live in Istanbul, and I was able to visit with them nearly every holidays, latterly every single holidays, and flew out on the Viscount, the BEA Viscount. I remember I used to have a teddy bear that I wanted to keep with me, but I didn't really like to acknowledge my teddy bear, but I would have this under my arm, and if I could put him in the suitcase, I would have. But no, the suitcase was filled up with goodies for my parents, who couldn't get anything in Istanbul in those days, so full of kippers and bacon and cheeses, camembert cheeses, and so on, and nappies for my little sister, and all sorts of other things. So my teddy bear, very embarrassingly, had to go along with me. I went to boarding school until I was to the same prep school till I was 12, then on to the senior school, all in the same place in Sussex. My parents came back to England when I was 13, 14, and we started life in England. And then after boarding school, I did the usual thing of wanting to have a job in London, because that was a smart thing to do, to get into the London life. I managed to get to London just in the swinging 60s. I got there in 69. Oh, so exciting. The Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Carnaby Street, the whole lot. Then it was not the done thing to go to university, not for my not really. It wasn't fun. It was for the nerds. It was for the people who really wanted a career. So I did a secretarial course, and very quickly followed that up with a cooking job in the Alps as a chalet girl. That was quite a smart thing to do in those days. I'm not sure how smart it is now, but then it was considered tops. So off I went every winter for the whole winter season, cooking, cleaning, but also skiing with and being companion to all our guests. And did we have a ball? Absolutely. And I learned to ski, which was the hugest thing in my life, and still ski to this day. And I'm a good skier, so it's been a great pleasure. My sons have learnt to ski. We ski as a family. We go steep and deep, all the big powder mountains that we can get to all over the world, Canada, as well as America and Europe, of course. Haven't quite got to Japan yet. I gather the powder in Japan is to die for, but that'll happen, I'm sure. So then I found my husband on the top of a ski slope, as you do, and we got married and had children, 2 little boys, Roderick and Rupert. Marriage didn't last, but we're still perfectly good friends. Married again to an amazing ski instructor, skiing man, crazy sort of marriage. And now I'm happily married for the 3rd time to Gordon, and we live in Gloucestershire, where horses are big in our lives.